just need a very good pit stop and close the gap, and hopefully we go from there. And we have a lovely pit stop of 13.4 seconds, so really amazing. We have closed the gap. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are starting yet another season of GPRO, season 101. We are in Master 2 and we should be ready to promote, so let's get going. But first, a few things have changed. Now, if you are talking with the same sponsor, with the managers from your same team, you get additional reports. It could be useful, might be able to try that. The sponsor payouts have been slightly adjusted, and the warnings are back if you miss some races with the sponsor, and the drivers and staff are making their decisions slightly less based on the bonuses, and not least the staff has been adjusted a little bit. Not quite sure if you notice anything. Currently this is the staff that we start the season with, and you can see we still need to sign a technical director, so that will be the first thing that we will be doing this season. I already made an offer to the same technical director that I had the last 2 seasons. We did the same offer but slightly cheaper. Currently we are the only one that is giving him a contract. I don't expect any troubles. This is a technical director and he's pit stop orientated. We are closing in to the deadline, so price will be going up if you still want to bid. So I don't expect any more competition, but you never know. This should be my technical director. And this is the driver, how she is looking at the start of the season, Julia La Rosa. And yes, we have her already for quite a few seasons in Pro and in Master, and we have developed her into this, and hopefully it's enough to be fast enough to try and promote to Elite, but we will see. And sadly we don't have any favorite tracks this season to help us. Great news! The technical director has accepted the contract, so it's very lovely. So let's check him out and take a more in-depth look at him. And here we can see 193 pit coordination, some lovely starts. He's even cheaper than last season, and we are paying massive bonuses when we get a podium or even a win. So hopefully he should be fine. We are getting great pit stops for our race strategy. The time has come to finally select the tire suppliers, so let's take a look at the tires. And here we have the tire suppliers. We can go with the Dunlop, a good all-round option that is very cheap and allows a lovely testing budget. Or the Badger, a good, better compound for all weather types and a little bit more expensive. Or the silly Hancocks that are only good in the dry and don't perform at all in the wet, but also they have a problem, the durability. So yes, so let's take a look at the votes. The votes are in, 43 votes, and yes, most of you have choose the Hancocks, 56%, that's about 21 to 22 votes, so really lovely. And clearly you're all wrong. The Hancocks won't work, they are too expensive, and they are not durable enough, they don't perform well enough in the weather, so we are going for the Michelinis! Surprise! Yes, they are very good in the dry, they outperform everything in the wet, they have some lovely durability, and they can do some qualifying for a slight cost, but I think it should be worth it. We could afford it, and it will make us the fastest car in the group. So let's sign the contract with the Michelini, and we are ready to dominate the group, hopefully. I think we are the only one to go with the Michelini. Looking at the qualifying times, not quite sure, but I think so. So let's go! Race 1 of the season here at Baku. The 5 slides are coming on and we are off for the season. Qualified in 3rd position with my lovely expensive tires, and those really are helpful in the wet to counteract the low dry. Yes, lovely, got the position. Now we need to keep it. Seems like we are under attack. Yes, defend. Yes, lovely. Now we should have the position. Yes, my tires are very good in the wet. Counteracts the fact that my driver only has 154 talent, so lovely. It seems like we are ending the first lap in a lovely 2nd position, and hopefully that should result in a nice lovely race with some lovely points. And first gained the position on the first lap, and here we can see the first lap, and slowly we are dropping time as we clearly don't have speed. Then on lap 25 it gets dry, and we all make a pit stop for dry tires. At this point I am on mediums, which was a mistake, it should have been extra soft. It starts raining very quickly and we lose even more time and the position, and we are still dropping time, and then suddenly it's dry again. Or wet again. Yes, it is dry again, so we are back on the mediums and we are losing some time. And around this point somewhat, my driver ran out of energy, so we are losing even more time. And we are finishing the race in a 4th position, if not, yes, a 4th position. So in the end, some decent points for a wet race, which my driver doesn't really like. Race analyze for race 1 of the season. Started in 3rd position, used 55 CT with my driver that has only 154 talent, so in the wet a pretty decent result. We ran out of energy and the medium tire was a mistake. Maybe the softs could have been better, and yes, lovely, a 4th position. We got some points, a little bit too much fuel at the pit stops, and we had to pay for those expensive tires. Because we ran out of energy, we are in need for some driver energy, so we will be training for Spa Resort, and if we don't run out of energy, we will be doing another training, but for now we need the energy for the next race, so we can push flat out again and score some more decent points. Now it's time for the video sponsor. Oh wait, I don't have any sponsors. Why not subscribe? Time for race 2 of the season here at Sepang, qualified in 4th position, but that was mainly due to the rain in Q1, so hopefully we can make up some ground and go fast and get some decent points and a great result. We have already gained the position, but it seems like we are stuck behind the car in front, so hopefully we can get past and chase after the car that is running away with the lead. And yes, lovely, we got past and now we have some clean air, but it doesn't really seem that I have the pace to close the gap. And it's almost pit stop time, and hopefully we can do something in the pit stop. We are about to enter the pit lane, and it seems like we are doing the same strategy, so that is really helpful as well. And yes, the cars behind are pitting as well, and we just need a very good pit stop and close the gap, and hopefully we go from there. And we have a lovely pit stop of 13.4 seconds, so really amazing. We have closed the gap quite a bit. Yes. So first pit stop done, we gained 5 or 6 seconds, which was really amazing. That really set up our race, but it seems like we are losing a little bit of time every lap, and not that much, but it might be just too much time that we are losing, and the gap is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So clearly we have some left in the tank, and I don't think I will be running out of energy. It's about time for the second pit stop, and we are coming in very soon. Time for the second pit stop, entering the pit lane now, and not quite sure if the gap is too big to do something interesting. We might have lost too much time, but also we need a very good pit stop yet again. Yes, lovely, and yes, a 15-second pit stop, and yes, we are in front. We are in front, yes, lovely. And can we keep him behind? It looks like I can. Yes. Yes, this is really cool. We got the lead. So that's the second pit stop done, and we have managed to get in front and be leading the race, and now it's a matter of keeping the car behind. That is slightly faster, but I'm not quite sure that he is fast enough to try anything. It seems like I am able to keep him behind, and of course I am boosting as well the last 3 laps of the race to get the fastest lap and 1 million bonus, and hopefully that should be enough. Yes, lovely, that is enough to keep him behind. We are opening up the gap. That was a brilliant victory, really well done with the pit crew, and capitalizing on the fact that we did some really fast stops and getting in front, and then in the end getting the fastest lap as well. Really nice victory, really happy with it. So race analyze, so started in 4th position and used 60 CT. Even some energy left, so we could have gone even faster, and we gained some lovely positions, and we had some amazing pit stops, and boosted of course for the fastest lap. We got the fastest lap, we got some extra money which we need with these expensive tires, and lovely. And now if you look at season standings, so far it's going pretty well. We are in the mix for the promotion battle, so that is really nice to see, and let's see what happens in the future. You never know. I had plenty of energy left after the last race, so we don't need to train the driver with spa results, so we can opt to try a different training, so let's go and do that. And here we have our lovely driver after race 2 of the season and driver training. And we don't need to do spa results, we can do some ninja class to increase the aggression that we will be losing during the season because of the good results that I'm getting. So ninja class, and let's train the driver, and let's see how many stats we gain. Yes, lovely, we gained quite a few stats, and we should be ready to race again. The next race is at Singapore, and at Singapore the power isn't that important, so we could downgrade the engine, so let's go and do that. Currently my car is power based, and for Singapore the power isn't that important, so we can downgrade the engine to level 6. I also would like to get some new brakes, because I would like to test after Singapore, and the brakes will be on the limit, and that will prevent some testing on the engine. As the next race is at Sakir, and it will need a new engine, so let's do the updates, and the car is updated. And now the car is an acceleration based car, so that should be slightly quicker than having a power based car. Race 3 of the season here at Singapore, qualified in 5th position, my teammate in 6th position. He has a favorite track and continental tires that work really well in the race. Yes, so I had not a very good start. We didn't go past the slow car that we have here to deal with, so I am blocked and losing some time to the cars in front. And it's Singapore, so we can't overtake, so it's a matter of waiting until the car in front gets a driver mistake, or we get an unlucky overtake. But I believe it's time to, yes, lovely, we gained the position. He had a driver mistake, so now hopefully we should have the car stopped, lovely, into 4th position. Now we should have the pace to pull a gap to the cars behind, and when it's time for our pit stop, we should be able to stay ahead of them. We gained the position. It seems like the car that was in front might have retired, so let's check it out. I believe, yes, here he is. He had a puncture, so he retired, unfortunately for him. But we gained the position, and now we have our teammate behind us, but there is a car between us. Just about to start lap 25, and currently we are in 2nd position, and oh no, I am being overtaken, so now I should let my teammate pass, because that's the setting that I have picked for this race. So now we have let our faster teammate pass, and hopefully he has the speed to get past. Yes, lovely, nice teamwork, lovely. Yes, doing a one stop today, and hopefully the cars in front are doing a one stop as well. My teammate is doing a 2-stop, but he has basically already a pit stop on us, and we are doing the stop, and we got past yet again with the fast pit crew, lovely. A few cars ahead still need to make the stop, and they are doing the stop now, and we are in 3rd position, lovely. If nothing that crazy happens, I expect to be finishing in 3rd position. Now my teammate has made his last pit stop. So we can see how much that we are behind him, and it seems that the gap with the car behind might be closing, but if it's closing, it's not closing that rapidly, so that should be safe. And if the car doesn't break or anything crazy happens, we should finish the race in a lovely 3rd position and some decent points. And yes, my teammate is looks to be winning the race on the continental tires in hot weather. with a driver on a favorite track, so it was really nice for him. And yes, lovely. We finished on the podium in 3rd position, got some really lovely points, and yes, we finished ahead of the car of last race, and for the championship it seems to be going alright. Race analyze for Singapore, so qualified in 5th position, lost the position at the start, only doing 50 CT, 8 energy left, but we didn't start with 100, and in the beginning of the race I was blocked. I estimate that cost about 10 seconds of time, so maybe second might have been possible in a perfect world. In the end, a lovely podium. Time for the first test session of the season. So after the race I am going to be testing. So in 4 races time we will be at Mugello. And for Mugello it's important to have great handling. So we will be focusing on that in the test session. So time to start testing, and yes indeed, handling is the lowest that we currently have, so that we are focusing on handling in the test is lovely. So hard tires and 34 laps. Not quite sure how long my tires will be lasting, and cornering please, and let's drive the lap. And tires of 25% left, so lovely. So let's change to 33 laps, take out some fuel because we don't need it that much, and drive the lap. Yes, lovely. And yes, 10 liters of fuel left. So let's take out 5 more and do the last 33 laps of stint and test complete. Lovely. All 100 laps, and in 4 races time the testing points will be converted in CCP points, so lovely. Race 4 of the season here at Sakir in Bahrain, qualified in 3rd position and kept the position at the start, and we are very close behind the leader, and we are just about dropping back a little bit, but we are behind a car that is doing a 1-stop, and he will be winning the race. A spoiler alert, and it's almost time for the pit stop. And yes, the car in front has a driver mistake, and it's almost pit stop time. We're doing 2 stops this race, and yes, lovely pit stop, and we might have lost some time. And how was the pit stop? Not very good by the looks of it. My pit stop is very bad, about 7 seconds slower, so we lost quite a lot of time. And then this lap I got a driver mistake, so we lost even more time. So yes, the race is basically done for this point, and didn't watch it anymore when it was live. And currently we are on 13th. We still have some cars that are doing a 1-stop that we can beat in this race, and some points should be possible in the end. And yes, lovely, currently we are 9th, and yes, about 20 laps to go, and yes, lovely, we gained position, and the car is coming into the pits, and we should be pitting very soon as well. Yes, lovely. And this time I had a decent stop. We jumped 1 or 2 cars, I'm not quite sure. Lovely, so we are in 11th position, no, 7th position, so that should be 2 points, and a few more laps to go. Everyone has pitted that needs to pit normally. And yeah, 2 points, not what you would like if you are really fast. And this race has gone really bad, and yes, not that much to be said. And yes, lovely, the car in front got a driver mistake, so lovely, we gained the position, and then the car in front is losing quite a lot of time. It looks to be that he is out of energy, so there should be another overtake, so there should be a 5th, and there is a car stopping, and yes, lovely, so in the end still got a 4th position and the fastest lap bonus, so in the end we got some points, and we didn't lose that much in the championship. Race analyze, so qualified in 3rd position, and did 60 CT here at Bahrain, and in the end we still had some energy left, so lovely. And yes, we had a bad pit stop, a driver mistake that basically finished my race for any podium position or any real battle, and in the end bad pit stop and the fastest lap, so we got the $1 million bonus, so we should have had the speed to get a decent result. But a little bit unlucky this race, I would like to say. It's time to talk with a new sponsor, but currently I can't talk with more than 5 sponsors at the same time. So that means that I need to go to my facilities and increase my commercial level a little bit. And here at the facilities, my commercial is currently at 43. And if you increase it, let's do 20 levels, we should be able to talk with more than 5 sponsors. So let's do that and confirm the update and spend the money. And lovely. So now my commercial is up to 63. And I should be able to talk with another sponsor and here, check the sponsor again. Yes, lovely, we can click the button. I won't click this button, so I won't be talking with this sponsor. And yes, and I will pick out a different sponsor that you won't see at all. With this commercial update, I can now talk with 7 sponsors at a time, and so lovely, and hopefully we can get some more sponsorships for the future. Did you know that there are many more GPRO videos on the channel? Why not hit that subscribe button and watch them later? Race 5 of the season here at Branch Hatch, qualified in 7th position, starting off in the wet, and I have gone for a wet setup, started in 7th position. It didn't gain that much places at the beginning, but then it got dry, and we had our lovely pit stop, and we are up into 4th position, and we have some decent pace, but I have selected a wet setup, so my pace won't be that amazing. And also I have gone for the soft tires, and we will see if that was a mistake or not. The last wet race I went for medium tires, and it wasn't the good option, so this time I selected the soft tires. And yes, lovely, we have just no traffic in front or behind of us, so it should be an easy race, but it's almost pit stop time for me, because my tires are nearly gone and it's still dry. As I have, yes, and now we have made our pit stop, and now we are down into what is it, 26th position. Yes, yes, lots of cars in front haven't pitted yet, and we gained a few positions. Yes, and now it started raining again, so I did a pit stop, and basically nobody else did a pit stop, and we lost a massive amount of time. So points are out of the question, and yes, currently into 19th position, 18th position, 17th. It doesn't really matter. In the end, the strategy didn't work. Going with mediums might have been the better option. As yes, I didn't expect it to be that much dry, and it's dry again. And we do another pit stop, and we are now in 15th position. Yes, points are impossible this race, so sadly, yeah, that's very sadly, and yes, in the end, the promotion is the thing that matters. It doesn't matter if you come first, second, or third in the group, it's just a matter of promoting. So that still looks to be fine, and yes, lovely, we lost the position, 15th, and yes, lovely. A car is smoking up ahead, and yes, lovely, we gained a few positions into 13th, and finishing the race in 13th position. No points this time, but that doesn't matter. Race analyze, so qualified in 7th, and that 55 CT. Plenty of energy left, went for the soft tire, that was a mistake. The medium with more fuel should have been better, and then points should have been possible. And now I did an extra pit stop that others didn't, and that cost quite a lot of time, and in the end a 13th position, and nothing special. And into the cup, I made it into the 2nd round, so that's lovely, and I think it should be possible to go into the semi-final or maybe the final. Race 6 of the season here at Estoril, qualified in a lovely 2nd position, and at the start of the race we took the lead, so lovely. So now we are leading the field. I'm not pushing that hard, doing 2 stops with extra soft. I think the Dunlops are doing 2 stops as well, and we have currently holding up the front of the field, so a driver mistake will be very costly, and that also means that there should be some faster cars behind me that might overtake me whilst my tires go bad and during the pit stops, or that go slightly longer at the pit stop, and now my tires are bad, so now I can be overtaken. Yes, I'm being overtaken. There might have been some boosting involved as well, so now pit stop time, and hopefully we get a good decent pit stop. It seems to be okay, and currently in 10th, but more stops coming. Yes, yes, and we are up into 7th. Yes, we have yes, 6th. We have clearly lost a few positions to cars that were behind us, and the they might have a driver mistake or something. We lost quite a lot of time, and of course you can now clearly see that I don't have the speed and up into 4th position, whilst the one-stop cars have made a pit stop as well. So 4th position, podium might not be possible this race. Yes, so 4th position, some decent points, and hopefully we should have some energy left, and yes, a few more laps to go until the 2nd pit stop, and we are currently in 4th position, but we have a car very close behind us that is putting pressure on us. He is clearly faster, and oh no, I got a driver mistake. Oh shit, damn it. And yes, so now we are down into 5th position, and yes, and yes, just need to make sure that we can close the gap and start the next lap. Oh, we are slowing down. Seems like we have some kind of problem, and yes, that is a race ending problem. So on lap 44 we had a driver mistake and we lost the position, and then on lap 45, the beginning of lap 45, we retired with a tire puncture, and this is a clear sign of a tire puncture. So yes, so race is over, and we won't have any real points or any income for the race, so that sucks. And for the race result we can see that we have retired with a tire puncture, and yes, lovely tire puncture. But more importantly, now in the cup we are 1-0 behind, so if we have anything more bad luck or bad weather, we might lose in round 2. And of course we have the race analyze. So I qualified in 2nd position, took the lead, 55 CT, not that much. We had plenty of energy left, but we didn't finish the race. And then here we can see we had a driver mistake, and then we had a tire puncture at the start of the next lap. Yes, the car had a puncture and couldn't finish the race, so yes, and of course we got some money. We don't need to pay for the tires, but that doesn't really matter in the end. And we can take a look at the damage. You can see clearly that the suspension has quite a lot of damage. For this race, about 25% damage on the suspension is normal, and in the race commentary it gives a hint that it has some suspension damage. After 6 races in the season, this is the season standing. We are still in 3rd. We scored some points, but we haven't scored in the last 2 races. Still okay, because not that many seem to be pushing, but we still need to get some more points very quickly. And a lot of points, if possible. It's time for some driver training, and because we retired the last race, we don't need to train Spa Resorts for some driver energy, because we still have plenty of it. So instead we can do the ninja class training to get some more aggression and make the driver better and faster. So let's confirm the training, and lovely, we gained quite a lot of aggression, and we are now faster than we were before, and time to go racing. Race 7 of the season here at Mugello, and the pipe lights are on and off, and go! Yes, qualified in 2nd position, and it's very hot. Yes, lovely, we got the lead. Yes, it is very hot. The Continentals behind will be very quick, and good result might be tricky. Oh, we have lost the lead, and currently into a P2. No, we are currently leading the race, so lovely, and just coming up onto the main straight, and it looks to be that we are leading the race after lap 1. So leading the race after lap 1, and hopefully we can keep the lead, and yes, we are slowly pulling away, breaking the slipstream. Yes, lovely, we are able to create a gap. It's hot, so I expect everyone to do a one-stop with hard tires, and just a matter of keeping the Continental behind. When they get, yes, they got free air, and you can clearly see that they are slightly quicker than me. They are closing the gap, and I am pitting early, and they are going long. So let's see what happens. We might not be in the lead. Yes, lovely. One more to go. Yeah, no. We have lost the lead with 2 seconds, I believe my pit stop wasn't the best that it could have been. Might have been a possibility that we could have kept the lead, but then in the we might have been forced into a driver mistake. Yes, lovely. And it looks to be, yes, lovely. We have a lovely second position in a race where the Continentals are way too powerful and are just a quicker tire, and we got a decent, lovely second position. A nice result, and we got some decent points for the championship. Not that that really matters in the end. The race result for all master groups was won by Master 2 as well, so we and with quite a lot of high positions in the top 10, so we had a very quick group this race. Race analyze, qualified in second position and first after the start, used 60 CT, still had some energy left, didn't have any bad tires during the race, and we had a pretty slow pit stop that might have cost us the lead, but in the end a second position in this battle is a very good result, and we can now take a look at the cup standings, and here we can see that we have made it 1-1, so we still have an opportunity to go into the quarter-final, and at the top of the cup draw there is an interesting match, currently 1-1, and the next race is also hot, so that might be interesting. Race 8 of the season here at the Slovakia ring, qualified in 8th position for race 8 of the season. At the start we gained 3 positions into 5th position, so a lovely gain, but sadly it's on the hot side, and my cup rival is currently leading the race and apparently very fast, so it isn't looking good for the cup, and it's hot, so I have selected to do one stop with hard tires, and of course the Continental will be very fast as well, so a decent good result is very tricky this race, but we are we have lost 2 positions, but we are still in the mix to get a 3rd position or to finish like 7th or something like that. Anything can happen, and we gained a position as a car had a driver mistake, and yes, just waiting until the pit stop, and not very long anymore. Oh, yes, it seems like we have gained a position and also lost a position. Oh, going a little bit long, and now finally making the pit stop, and we are back in 4th position, so we have gained at least 2 positions, but we have lost position, back into 5th position. Yeah, we had gained 2 positions at the pit stop. Before the stop we were 6th, and after 4th. And we are back into 4th position. Now it's just a matter to try and keep the cars behind and keep the 4th position. It looks to be okay. But they don't seem to have the pace to get a podium this race, so a 4th position and some decent points should be a good result. Sadly in the cup it seems like we will be knocked out, as we can't beat our opponent this race for some reason. Not quite sure why that is, but it's, yes, a few more laps to go and finish the race in a 4th position. Yes, lovely, some more points, and it seems to be okay. Sadly, that means that I am knocked out into the cup, in the second round. That didn't make the quarterfinal, so some missed income in the cup. And the race analyze, so qualified in 8th position. Used 55 CT, but didn't start with 100 energy, but we still had some energy left, and we got a 4th position at the end, a decent pit stop, and some race income. The next race is at Bremgarten, and in 17 races in Bremgarten I have never managed to score a single point, so maybe this season is finally the time to score a point at Bremgarten. Did you know that there are many more GPRO videos on the channel? Why not hit that subscribe button and watch them later? Race 9 of the season here at Bremgarten, qualified in 9th position, and at the start we gained a position into 8th position, but clearly I don't have to speed this race, as I can't even follow the cars in front. Yes, as you can see, the gap is opening up slightly every lap. So clearly we don't have the speed today, and points will be very difficult. It's called doing 2 stops. I think almost everyone is doing 2-stop strategy, or at least the cars that will be finishing inside the points. And after the pit stop, we are back in 25th position. We gained a few position and had a driving mistake, and after the pit stop we are in 12th position, but there might be one or two one-stop cars ahead that just needed to pit, and now we are in still in the 9th position, so we haven't lost anything in the pit stop, but still the points are impossible. Don't even have to speed to close the gap, and time for the second pit stop, and yes, back on track in 14th position, 13th now. Yes, I think a few more cars need to pit, and yes, lovely, back into 12th and into 11th, lovely. Yes, 11th position seems to be where we are. It seems that the second pit stop wasn't very fast, and yes. Oh, yes, there's a car smoking ahead, but the race has finished, and we have managed to finish the race in a 10th position, so no points today. Race analyzed for Bram Carton, qualified in 9th position, used 60 CT, started with 100 energy, 12% left, so we really did push, not that I didn't try to push at all. Finished 10th, one lovely pit stop, one mediocre pit stop, and an upcoming video here that is very fun. It will take a few more weeks until it's online. Did you know that I have 99 race victories and that I need one more race victory to get my 100th race victory? It could be coming up next race. It's decent temperatures, qualifying went okay. Race 10 of the season here at the Hungaroring, qualified in 2nd position, and after the start still in 2nd position, and we seem to be having more pace than the other cars behind. I am doing a 2-stop with extra soft, and I think the others might be doing a 1-stop because it's Hungary and you can't overtake. So we got passed due to a driver mistake, and you can clearly see that I have the speed, but now I have made my pit stop, and now I can be stuck in traffic, but so far it looks to be okay, as I am just about to near the back of the cars whilst they are going to make their one and only pit stop, and lovely, we are still in front, and now you can see we have the pace. And now all that we need to do is go fast enough to make sure that we can finish in 2nd position on the podium. Winning the race isn't possible this race. Yes, lovely, back into 2nd position, about 18 seconds behind the leader, and we have similar pace now because we have similar fuel load, so okay. So 2nd position, some good decent points, and yes, lovely, finished 2nd at the finish, and the car broke on the last lap, so we didn't lose anything with that. Race analyze for a race 10 of the season, so started in 2nd position, used 60 CT, we had 16% energy left, which is nice. We had some decent pit stops, and wanted to boost at the last lap of the race, but my rear wing broke, so we didn't get the benefit of going very fast, and the rear wing finished at 100%, so the braking of the part was a risk that I took due to the fact that the high wear. Did you know that I have only tested for 151 laps this season? And if you do that, not testing very much when you have high CCP, your testing points will go down, and there will be a point where it will be hurting your results or your ability to win races. So that's happening right now. As you can see, my stuff is dropping below 20s. I have managed to get a 2nd time in Q1 and the fastest time in Q2, and together that is the first pole position of the season for race 11 here at Austin. Just a small margin, but it's a pole position, and it's very lovely. So race 11 of the season, we are starting the race on pole position, and yes, lovely, we keep the lead after the start, but then on lap 3 we lose lose 2 positions into third, and it seems that we don't have the pace, as I can't keep up with the cars in front. We are dropping back, so we might be doing a pit stop less, I'm not quite sure. Yes, lovely, so yes, others are pitting quite early, and we seem to be doing stop less. So 6th after the stop, no, 7th. Yes, we don't have the speed. We are doing a strategy with the stop less, and the others are doing, I guess most of them are doing 3 stops, whilst I am doing 2 stops. And lovely, yes, they are making their pit stops, and we are gaining positions back. Lovely, and into 2nd position until we make our final pit stop of the race, and let's see what's possible. I'm not quite sure what finishing position we will end up in, and after the stop we are in 11th position, no, 12th position with a driver mistake, so 12th, yes, let's see what's possible. Cars are making their final stops, and we are gaining a few places, and it seems to be, yes, lovely, and seems to be a 4th position, seems to be our max, that we can get this race. Yes, lovely, and yes, I am boosting on the last lap, but I don't think it will be enough. I think the car behind is boosting as well, and we have finished the race in a 5th position, so we lost a position on the finishing lap, but still some nice points. Race analyze for Austin, so we qualified in 1st position, did 55 CT, we had 12% energy left, but didn't start with 100, then yes, we have ran out of tires, couldn't go that much longer, and some mediocre pit stop, and we got a lovely achievement for our pole position here at Austin. Let's take a look at the season standings. We can see that currently we are in 2nd position. It seems to be safe, and with the score points, we have 27 points behind the leader. Not sure what he did in race 11, or if that is a one-off, or there will be more slow races. So 27 points until the 1st place. Promotion is pretty much safe unless we run out of money. Race 12 of the season here in Buenos Aires, qualified on pole position once again, and for this race it's really important to stay into the lead, otherwise the strategy won't work. And lovely, we are back into the lead, and just need to keep it, and that didn't happen. Maybe we can get it back. Yes, it's very important to stay in the lead, or at least have free track, so we can go full speed, because I'm doing a 3-stop strategy, whilst the others might be doing a 2-stop strategy. And it seems that we are ending lap 1 in 2nd position. So we lost the lead at the start, and as it seems we have the speed to keep close, but unfortunately I can't overtake just yet. This will cost the strategy about 10 to 15 seconds most likely, because we don't have free space. And yes, lovely, we got into the lead, and now it's time for the pit stop, and we are back into 12th position. But we have some clean air, that is importantly, so now we can close the gap to the car in front, and we wait until the 2-stop, yes, cars do their pit stop, and we are back up into a 3rd position for now, and a 2nd position. We need 1 more car to stop, yes, lovely, and back into the lead, and we have a lovely gap behind, and now it's just a matter of opening up the gap to the cars behind, and yes, just go fast, and wait until the 2nd pit stop, which is very close to be happening, and then we will be back on track in like a 4th position or something like that. No, a 5th position, and we have need to close the gap to the car in front, and hopefully we can get past very quickly and not lose too much time. Yes, lovely, we got past immediately and back up into 4th position. Now waiting for the cars to make their 2nd pit stop, so we can get the track position back. Yes, lovely, and yes, 1 more car to make their stop, and yes, lovely, we should be back into the lead for a few laps, and now we can go fast, and now it's a matter of going fast and finding where we are. We are in a 3rd position, and it seems we don't have any pressure from behind. We can't overtake any cars because they are too far gone, but you can clearly see that I am faster, and closing the gap slightly, but in the end, at third position, still some decent good points and some more champagne for the pit crew in the end. Yes, lovely, and yes, nice. It seems like the fastest lap isn't going to be possible this race. That is a pity, but at least we finished on the podium. We got some more champagne, some decent points, and had some fun. That is all that matters. Race analyze, so started the race in first position, used 60 CT here, and we finished with plenty of energy left, but we couldn't go really that much faster because of the tires, so that is what we went for, and in the end 3 stops, very nice, and got a third position, and we got some decent points, and we are very happy with the result, and up to the next race. Race 13 of the season at Mexico, third pole position in a row, and we have immediately lost it at the start, but that is mainly due to the fact that 2 cars are very clearly faster than me, and any cars that are still behind aren't fast enough to close the gap, so let's see what happens. I'm doing a 2-stop strategy this race, and let's see what happens. Hopefully everyone else is doing a 2-stop as well. Then it would be looking very nicely, and we have a nice gap behind, but we need to make, yes, lovely, about pit stop time, and yes, lovely, pit stop done, and we are back into what position are we? We are in 18th after the pit stop, and not that many cars have pitted. We gained the position, but we are still in 17th position, and it seems like most of them are doing a 1-stop this race, which I didn't expect, to be honest. And yes, so we just need to, yes, lovely, we gained the position with the car that was in front. I had a driver mistake, so lovely, and let's see what happens. So yes, lovely, cars are going to make their one and only pit stop for this race, and we are back up into a 4th position for now. A 3rd position for now. Yes, looks like a 2nd position. Yes, but we still need to do our pit stop, and I don't think that our 2-stop strategy is working here at Mexico. And about pit stop time, 1 more lap, and stopping now, and we are back on track in a 8th position, so at least we have a point, but not that much. It seems like I have picked the wrong strategy, because I wasn't blocked at all this race, so either I needed to go faster, or I should have done another strategy. Yes, lovely, we gained the position back into 7, but only 10 laps left. Maybe more is possible, but in the end, a few points should be a decent result, and yeah, clearly the strategy didn't work. I expected much more 2-stoppers, but that wasn't the case, and seems like we are finishing in a 7th position. Oh no, we gained the position on the last lap, so finished 6th position, and 2-stop strategy won, so it was possible, and yes, so a 6th position and some more points. Finished in a 6th position, as we can clearly see. Almost everyone did the 1-stop, and the cars, some cars did a 2-stop, including me, and we got a 6th position, but the 2-stop won, so it would have been possible. Maybe we could have used some more CT, and could have had a better result. Race analyze for Mexico, so started in 1st position, used 60 CT, but we had plenty of energy left. We used about 75-ish some kind, but the tires could have gone more if we pushed slightly more, and with pushing slightly more we might have been able to score a few more points, but still we got some points, and we are still made some money, so let's go to the next race. Race 14 of the season here at Kailami, qualified in 2nd position, but it's raining at the start of the race, so we have lost 2 positions into 4th position, and it seems like we are losing some more positions, but that's fine, as it's a mixed race, and we were, yes, lovely, here is the first dry period, and hopefully it will last for a long time, and let's make the pit stop, and let's see where we are. We are currently back out in 9th, but I believe there are 1 or 2 cars in front that have started with wet tires that will need to pit earlier, and now it's just a matter of when it's going to rain again. And the pace seems to be okay. Yes, I'm running with a wet setup on the wings, and everything else on the car is a dry setup, so that should be quite okay. And yes, no, we have lost the position, but we are in the mix for the fight for P5 or something like that. And yes, lovely, we have gained the position. And yes, one of the cars that needs to pit because they started on wet tires. I believe, yes, here's the other one, and we are now in a 6th position. And yes, 34 seconds behind the leader, so that is okay. Yes, now the first cars are doing their normal stop. We are going even longer by the looks of it, so that could be in my favor if it starts raining again. Yes, no, not yet. And no, one more lap until the stop. Yes, lovely, here's the pit stop. And we are back into a 6th position. So lovely, so we gained a few positions when the others needed to pit and we had some free track. And up into 5th, lovely. So yes, and it looks like we might be able to get the 4th place this race. But no, we had a driver mistake. Back down to 7th and still waiting for the first rain after the rain that we had at the start of the race. So yes. Yes, and of course those that started on wet tires needed to stop yet again. So yes, and looks to be okay. And yeah, we are in 5th, and cars are making the stops, and I can go a few more laps until we run out of fuel. And still dry, yes, in 5th position, but we are very close to a 4th, and it has started raining now, so we will be coming into the pits to do our pit stop. Yes, here we are, and we are back on track in a 4th position, as the car that was in front had a driver mistake, so now it's just a matter of trying to hold the position if possible, and that should be a lovely 4th position, and one more lap to go, and yes, lovely, finished in a 4th position. Yes, lovely podium, and a 4th position, nice, and we got some decent points. Race analyze for Kailami started in 2nd position, 60 CT in the dry and 55 in the wet, and we had plenty of energy left, so maybe we can do ninja trading. I ran out the tires to the max life. That resulted into that we hadn't pit yet until the rain came, so we benefited from it, and in the end a lovely 4th position, some decent points, and we made some money, and up to the next race. I was looking at a sponsor I wanted to talk with, and I came across this sponsor where 2 managers from the same team are talking with it, and of course this is the feature that was introduced at the beginning of the season, and we can now see that 2 managers of the same team are talking with this sponsor, and that's it. Today's video is sponsored by... Oh wait, I don't have any sponsors. Subscribe now! Race 15 of the season here at Interlagos, qualified in 2nd position and lost 2 positions at the start. And yes, we are losing some time to the leader, and it seems like we don't have the speed today. So the best possible result would be a 2nd place today. So no 100 victory, and we gained the position, lovely. And yes, and now we just need to make sure that we gain 1 more place. It's about pit stop time, doing 2 stops here. And yes, pitting, yes, lovely. We are pitting at the same time, and I am ahead of him, lovely. So now we have gained the position, and now we are in 4th, and we just need to wait for some cars to make their stops, and we are into 2nd position, and it looks like we have slightly more speed or similar speed, so it should be very fine, and basically race done from now on in. Unless something happens, and we can clearly see that we are dropping back from the leader, so we don't have to pace this race to win, sadly. And time for the 2nd pit stop, and yes, pit stop done, back out in 5th, but some cars still need to make their last stop, so we should get back into a 2nd position, and yes, here he is, and we are back in 2nd position, and we have maintained the 2nd position to the car behind, and of course still losing time to the car in front, so 2nd position, some decent points, and the sponsors will be happy, and you will be happy as well. We got some champagne at the podium, and lovely. second position here at Interlagos. Nothing more that we could have done. Basically a perfect race for what is possible with the package that we currently have. Race analyze for Interlagos, so qualified in second position. Lost 2 positions at the start. We did 65 CT, the most possible, but we ran out of energy. And we will take a look at the 2-stop strategy, some good decent pit stops, and here at the end, the last 2 laps, we ran out of energy. But in the end, it didn't matter, so tried to boost for the fastest lap, but we didn't have any energy. Race 16 of our Visto qualified in 5th position, but there's also some guys that are starting on rain tires, as we are expecting a full wet race. But first, we start out in the dry, and we have gained a position into 4th, and I am running a full wet setup this race, so let's see what happens. And yes, lovely, it starts raining, so we will be pitting a lap later. And here we come into the pits, and you can clearly see that the cars that have pitted on rain tires are now in front of us, and we are back down into a 7th position, and not anymore, because we have a driver mistake, so back in 11th, and we have gained a position back into 10th, yes, and into 9th, and into 8th, lovely, and yes, just a matter of, yes, lovely 7th position, just a matter of 6th position even. We might have cleared the train, that could be really nice. It's just a matter of going as fast as possible, and then at the end of the race we will see what kind of result that we get. Any points are of course welcome, and it happened. We don't have any clue. Will it be dry? Will it be wet again? We don't know, so we need to do one stop until the rain tires are dying, and the cars that have started on rain tires, they are coming into the pits now. That is why we are gaining some places, so we are currently back into 2nd position, and if we are lucky with the weather, we could be looking at a 2nd or 3rd position possibly this race, which is more than I would expect for a rain race with my driver. But of course we also have the powerful Michelin tires that are really powerful in the wet, that compensate the lack of talent that my driver has. So we are in 2nd position, and tires are going off, so it's about time to make another stop for some more wet tires. And yes, lovely, pitting and into the pits. Back out into 2nd, yes, lovely, but it seems like there is a car behind us that is really fast, that has started on wet tires, I believe. And yes, the leader is pitting, and we are not losing the position just yet, but I am not boosting, so if he is boosting, we might lose the position at the end of the race. Yes, oh no, we got a driver mistake and we lost the position. So not a 2nd position, but a 3rd position. Still some decent podiums and some lovely champagne, and hopefully the next race will be more suitable weather and pushing flat out for that 100 win. Yes, lovely, 3rd position, some points, and let's go. Race analyze, so we started in 5th position on dry tires, used 60 CT, and we still had plenty of energy left. We could have gone slightly faster, but I don't think it really matters in the end, and it rained all race, and in the end we got that lovely 3rd position and some decent points, and let's go to the next race. Qualifying for race 17, fastest time in Q1, fastest time in Q2, so that's yet another pole position, so lovely. But we are going to be looking at the qualifying results for Master, and we can see that I have the fastest time in Q1 and the 2nd time in Q2, but together that's the fastest qualifying time of the whole of Master, so lovely. So we haven't had that happen this season, so we might be doing a stop too much, but we will be seeing that in the race. So race 17 here at Kaunas in Lithuania, started on pole position, but couldn't keep the lead despite boosting on the opening laps, and we have speed to be on the podium, and if we are doing a pit stop more, it's not that good that we are behind a car, and here's our stop, and everyone else is still driving, so back out into 8th position, but in clean air, importantly, so we can do our own pace, and let's see what's going to be happening. Yes, some cars are doing their normal pit stop, and and we are back out in the lead, so we have gained the position, and now we can see that we don't have the speed to pull a gap. So yes, victory won't be possible this race, so I guess a second position might be the best. And Pitstop done, back out in 5th. Podium is still on the cars. We can almost touch it, but not quite yet. They need to do a stop, and I also do need to do a stop. And they are, yes, lovely. They are going to be pitting around about now, and we should be back in second position? Question mark. First, no, second position. But lovely, we have a lovely slipstream that we can benefit from, and our pit stop time. So back into third position, so we have gained 2 positions. Yes, lovely. And can we get the second position as well? I'm also boosting at the end of the race, and hopefully we can grab the fastest lap as well. Not quite sure if it's possible, but could be worth it. And yes, lovely, we got past, and we have finished into a second position. Lovely, and there's some more points and some more money, and we are happy. And race analyze for the last race of the season started on pole position, second after the start with boosting, 60 CT. We had some energy left, so could have gone slightly faster, but don't think it would have mattered for the end result. In the end, we finished second, and sadly couldn't grab the fastest lap. So there's a million that we didn't get, but in the end, it's quite okay. And finally, let's take a look at the season standings after race 17 of the season, and we have finished the group in a lovely second position. And in the end, it wasn't really contested. I think if we have taken Dunlops or bad years, a promotion should have been possible as well. So indeed, we got some lovely podiums, we got a race win, we got some drama, and yes, lovely. And of course, also managed to grab a few pole positions in the later end of the season, so that was really nice to see that it was possible. And we got some points, we got some money, and let's go into next season. But first, end of season. In the end of the season, we had a really nice recovery, and we finished with basically a break-even point, and this is before the season reset, so before the 5 million for our races, the points money, the team money. So basically we made a small profit last season, so that's really nice to see. This season I have spent $376 million. Most of it is on the car parts, but it isn't that much if you take a look at the total picture, as the tire cost basically as much as the car parts. Yes, and of course the car parts are this low because I have tested this little. I only did 3 test sessions at about 250 laps total for the whole season, so that wasn't that much. But in the end, this is the cost that we had this season, and of course, there are also some earnings, 369 million this season. That is before the season reset, and we had some lovely income from qualifying, racing, and of course we had some decent sponsor money this season as well. But sadly we were knocked out early in the cup, so a little missed income there. And of course 40 million sponsor income. And in the end we had pretty good, decent season. We basically made some money or didn't lose any money, and I had a silly tire to have some fun with. Of course we had some silly tires this season, so instead to compensate for the high cost, we didn't test that much. So I tested once on handling because that was the lowest, and basically we never really gained any more testing points. So these are the testing points, and of course they aren't good enough for elite, so that's something we need to work on. Of course it's also time to look at what kind of driver training I did this season. This is how my driver was looking at the end of the season before the season reset. This season has been a mix of ninja class and spa resort training, and very little amount of testing, and we started off the season with 0 motivation, and due to the good results we gained the motivation, and with more motivation the driver also becomes slightly quicker. And yes, lovely, we gained when I could train ninja class I did to get some aggression back from because from good results you lose aggression, and also aggression is also some speed, and I don't know what I am doing with my driver next season. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you soon, and check out one of these videos if you haven't, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Goodbye!